Hi, so today we're going to poach an egg. And I want to show you the difference between a boil and a simmer, because we want the eggs to be simmering, and the way that we coagulate the eggs and help them form into a ball is we're going to add a little bit of vinegar, and we're actually going to add a little bit of our salt to the water too to flavor the egg. So I'll show you what we're not looking for. We're not looking for the water to be boiling like this. So all those bubbles that we see that are popping up and down, we don't want them to look like that. So I'm going to shut this burner off. This is more what we're looking for. Some smaller bubbles forming. So this is when I'm going to add my vinegar. I'm going to add some of my salt. So I have 1/8 teaspoon. So that's how much salt I'm going to add to that water. I'm just going to add a splash of that vinegar. It won't make the eggs taste like a pickle. It will just make them taste like, it'll help them stay together. It won't affect the taste at all. So when I crack the egg, I'm going to crack it into a bowl. And the reason that I'm going to crack it into a bowl, so this is my, sorry about that. That was my mise en place there. Oh, my toast just came up. So I'm going to show you at the very end exactly how I like my poached egg. I don't eat a lot of eggs. I don't like a lot of eggs. So poached eggs are actually one of the eggs that I do eat, just not very often. So I'm going to crack the egg again on the side of the bowl. I'm going to drop this egg into the bowl. And my goal, and then I'll put this in my scrap bin. So my goal is that the egg looks like this. What's the best way to see it? So it looks like that. So it isn't broken. The reason that we put it into a bowl first is it's easier to manage into the water. We have to create a vortex. So a vortex is just swirling that water around gently. And then when we drop the egg in, it will coagulate and stick together. If we didn't have that vortex, and it'll take about 2 minutes to poach an egg, I'm going to use a slotted spoon when I take it out because obviously I'm putting it in water. So here's my egg all staying together like one big piece. So I'm going to take out my toast while I'm waiting for that egg to poach for 2 minutes. I like my eggs soft boiled. So I made some hummus yesterday, so I'm going to put some hummus on there. This is exactly how I like my egg. So I prepared the hummus early. So I put a couple tablespoons of hummus on my piece of bread while I'm waiting for that to happen. So there's my bread with my hummus. So we've got 2 minutes on this egg now. I'm going to pull it out and see how there's water dripping from it. I'm just going to let some of that water drip off. And I'll put it onto my plate. Like I said, there's some residual water. So I like to let my egg sit on top of the slotted spoon so it can further, the liquid can come out of it. So let's assemble our egg. The first thing I do is put arugula on there. Arugula is one of my favorite lettuces. It has kind of a pepperiness to it. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to actually use some, this is reduced balsamic glaze. I put that on my bread and my hummus. So then we have this action happening. Yum. And then I'm going to take my egg. Now that it's all drained, I'm going to stick it on top of my toast. I'm gonna add a little more pepper. I think my pepper grinder is out of pepper almost. And then a little pinch of salt to season it. I like to season my eggs at the very end. So you can do yours how you would like it. And that's our finished product.